Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn, and today I thought I would do something a little bit different with Kendra's card challenge, and I'm actually not going to use any pattern paper. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to make sketch number 5, or at least my own little variation on it, because if you know me, I have a hard time sticking exactly to sketches. At some point my creativity takes over and I just kind of wing it. And what I'm going to do is actually emboss with this 3D embossing folder, which has a nice bamboo design. And I'm going to emboss a panel, actually 2 panels, one out of green and one out of white. They are both actually stacked right now. And I made sure that they are embossed at the exact same spot. And what I'll do is I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces so that I have 2 pieces that are 1.5 by 1.5, and then 2 pieces that are 1.5 wide by 2 3/4 tall. And then I'm going to alternate the colors just like you see it on the sketch itself. But rather than actually using pattern papers, all I've done is used an embossed panel in 2 different colors of cardstock. So even if you aren't big into pattern papers, I feel like the sketches are great whether you're using pattern papers, 6x6, 12x12, 8x8, whatever you have. But it's also great just as a layout that you can use really any type of paper, whether it's solid color cardstock or an inky panel or a gel print, anything really. So what I'm going to do is get that alternating pattern. And how I like to put this one together is I actually like to flip to the back side, and just with a little bit of washi tape, I like to tape all 4 pieces together. That way I have one piece that I can then easily position. And I've got the second piece, which I will also tape together, and I can use that on a second card. So this is a little neat way of getting a bit of a 2-for-1. And so I thought that would be nice and simple, and it actually doesn't even use any pattern paper. If you're not familiar with Kendra's card challenge, if you were playing along with the challenge and wanted to make a full set in order to enter for one of the many giveaways, what you would do is you would choose 6 sheets of 6x6 pattern papers and then create all 15 of the card sketches that come included in this free download. This is a fabulous resource, and there are so many different companies that have donated prizes, and you can, if you submit up to 3 times, you actually have 3 different chances of winning at the end of each month and as well at the end of the quarter. Actually, that's 4 chances of winning. So lots of prizes, lots of opportunities to win. And speaking of prizes, one of the fabulous companies that is a sponsor of Kendra's card challenge is Pixi Dust Designs. They are a new sponsor to the challenge with KCC12. So thank you to Sandra and Pixi Dust Designs for choosing to sponsor us. They are not only a prize sponsor, so you could actually, if you play along with Kendra's card challenge and make the full set of 15 cards, you could actually win a stamp and die set from Pixi Dust Designs. But in addition to that, Pixi Dust Designs is also a super sponsor, which means that they've kindly allowed some of our design team members to choose a stamp set from their shop in order to craft with it and share that with you in this video collaboration hub. So to find all of the videos in this hub, what you'll want to do is click on the hashtag KCC12PDD hub. PDD stands for Pixi Dust Designs. So again, that hashtag is hashtag KCC12 PDD hop. That should bring up all of the videos participating in this hop, but if for some reason it doesn't, then you can expand the description box on any of our videos and you'll get direct links to everybody's video. Be sure to check out all of the videos along this hop because it's a fun way to see all of a few of the different products that Pixi Dust Designs makes, and in particular they have some really fun, cool stamp sets, all of which have coordinating dies that you can pick up as well. So not only is this a collaboration hop just to share inspiration, but it's also a giveaway hop. So to enter the giveaway, what you want to do is expand the description box below, and there will be a form that you can fill out, and that should put you in for a chance to win a prize from Pixi Dust Designs. So be sure to do that by the deadline, and that way you'll have a chance to win. The winner will be announced on the Pixi Dust Designs YouTube channel, so they are on this hop as well. So once you're over there, if you catch those videos and you like what you see, consider subscribing and ringing the notification bell, and that way when the winner gets announced, you'll get an alert and you'll know to pop on over and check out to see if you've won or not. So to finish up my card, what I am going to do is stamp out this really adorable panda. Of course, I had to pick for myself to craft with this super cute panda set, and it's really adorable. You get a lot of amazing panda images and a lot of really fun sentiments and a few other images as well besides the panda. I wanted to stamp out some bamboos, and I did one stamping of the bamboo to the left and one to the right of the panda, but then it looked kind of weird to have just the two that are on either side. So what I just did a moment ago is I cut out a mask. I use for my masking paper, this is just Avery repositionable label. Very affordable. Avery it's the same brand that does the shipping labels, and they have these 8.5 by 11 sheets that are really great. They're low tack, and so they work fabulously as masking paper because it peels up really well. You don't have to worry about it tearing up your cardstock or anything. Now, because I did stamp with a pigment ink, I wanted to just heat set that a little bit so that I don't smudge it when I put my masking paper on. And then I'm going to come in with that bamboo stamp and stamp right over top of my panda. That way it looks like it's a full line of bamboo stalks behind my panda, as opposed to there's like a little grouping to the left, a little grouping to the right, and he just happens to be sitting where there's no bamboo. So I feel like this looks a little bit more natural, and it's definitely worth that extra little bit of time to do the masking so that it actually looks like there's bamboo behind him. Now, I've got all of the elements of my card together here, except for there is a strip that runs across the that panel. And so I was thinking about maybe ignoring that part, but then it occurred to me that I don't really have a good way of putting a sentiment on here because I did emboss the panel, so I'm not going to be able to actually stamp on anything that's already a part of the design. And so I figure maybe I will use that strip after all. And even though the stamp set does have a few stamps that are kind of small, and so they're great for fitting into, those small spaces, but none of them are so small that I could center this circle. So my plan is then to just cut a strip of white cardstock And then what I'm going to do is stamp my sentiment as far to the right as possible. And then what I'll do when I position my panda is I'll just nudge my panda off to the left so that it's not going to be centered and there will still be room to show that sentiment. So this is kind of what I mean by, once I start with the concept and the rough idea or layout of a sketch, once I get going, the design and the elements I've chosen to work with start to either generate more ideas or dictate certain design decisions like it did this time. So that's one of the things that I really appreciate about sketches, because you don't really have to follow them to a T. Even if you want to enter for a chance to win prizes, it's not about exactly following the sketches. It's more about using these as a starting point and letting your creativity just take it from there, as long as it's evident that that your card was inspired by the sketch. That's good enough. If you don't have everything exactly as it's shown, then that's perfectly okay. Certainly, if you want to follow the sketch to a T, what I really love is that if you look at the sketches, all of the dimensions are laid out for you, including all of the various mats and layers that you would need to add besides the pieces of pattern paper that were originally cut from the initial 6 sheets of pattern paper that you chose. So depending on the type of crafter you are, there's a lot of flexibility with playing along or using Kendra's card challenge. It's really up to you what you want to do, if you want to follow it to a T or if you want to take some liberties like I always seem to do. So what I'll do also in the description box below, besides the link to enter the giveaway, all of the links to the other videos that are a part of this hop, I'll also link to this really fun stamp set that I'm crafting with today if you want to pop on over to the Pixi Dust Designs shop and check out their offering. And I'm sure you're gonna see a lot of other really cute stamps, and I can't wait to hop myself to see what the other designers chose to work with and which sketches they chose to feature. Here's a final close-up look of my card, and I just really love that this panda is wearing glasses. I think as a final touch, I'm going to add a little bit of diamond glaze over the glasses just to make it nice and shiny. I hope you enjoyed my video today, and enjoy the rest of the hop. Thanks so much for popping by, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye!